Namaste, Rajesh ji.
Namaste.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming on invitation on the topic of Tantra for Men. It is great to have you here and would like to know a lot of insights from you about Tantra and how it can benefit men in Bharat, in India, and abroad.
yeah,
So let's start with our first question.
yeah.
Uh,
Please.
Give us a brief introduction about yourself and your work.
Yeah, I'm Rajesh Ranjan. I am a certified conscious connected breathwork teacher and mindfulness coach.
Okay.
So, normally, whatever I do for the people in wellness retreat and even one-to-one session, I mostly associate it with mindfulness because that is all about consciousness, all about Shiva. So,
Right.
when you do anything in fully conscious way, it helps you a lot in many other ways also. It gives you a perspective how to go forward, how to move forward, how to act, not react. So
Mhm.
that is the best thing. And not only that, if you talk about, there is one thing which is called sadhak. In Tantra also there is one thing is yogini and another is sadhak.
Mm.
Sadhak means who does sadhana, means meditation. So meditation is all about being mindful around you. So being a sadhak takes a lot of practice. Not only it takes a lot of discipline also, but on the same time you have to be conscious also,
Mhm.
not about yourself, about around your surrounding
Everything.
your everything. Even when you interact with some person, you have to be conscious what to talk, how to behave, how to make that person feel safe around you. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because you are container for all the people around you.
True. That's true. And how is the influence of Shiva been in your life? In short.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, from my childhood, I am Bhakt of Shiva, Shiv Bhakt, because
Mhm.
I belong to eastern part of India, Bihar, and where Shiva is everything. If you go there in every house, more than other gods, Shiva is the prominent figure. Not only that, most of the people, for if you go into the history of Saivite and Vaishnavites, most of the people are Saivites there.
Mm.
And Mahashivratri or it is a very very big festival there. And not only that, because of that Saivite ideology,
Mhm.
even during Kali Puja or Durga Puja, even we sacrifice is very common in temples.
Right.
So
Okay.
that is there. So I'm, yani, there is one Jyotirling Badnath Dham.
In
I
Bihar?
have gone there. Yeah, it is now in Jharkhand,
Okay.
and I have gone there more than 100 times,
Okay.
which is,
Right.
and
So
I am really blessed in that regard.
that's amazing. Moving on to our second question. What are the major difficulties men face mentally and emotionally these days in Bharat?
Actually, we have to go into the genesis how they are raised in a family,
Mhm.
because what happened since their childhood, they have been taught to be strong, not vulnerable, and they have been raised in such a way that they should be always take care of the family, take care of others. So in that process, he becomes only giver. He does
Mhm.
he fail to understand what he needs actually, and that is the problem. Another thing, you can't give something which you don't have.
Correct.
So if you don't have love within yourself, how can you give love to other? Just simple thing. Not only that, so far recognizing mental and emotional health in India or even abroad, women are more you know, conscious in that accepting that fact. Okay,
Emotionally
this is,
aware.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, they are they don't have any. They are not shy in accepting that. So it is just like shadow work. If first thing we have to recognize that कि this is the problem within me, I lack this thing. There is no shame. There should not be any guilt in you accepting that thing. That is the problem. Society and parents have created such a high barrier that even if a man cry, it is it has been told that oh, he is such a weak person. But crying is not a crime.
And knowingly or unknowingly, I think in
Yeah,
even in school or colleges,
yeah,
the girls and boys used to make fun, but that actually impacted men quite a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Not only that, it
that's true.
it it impact throughout their life cycle. That is the
Correct.
issue. Not only that, just look, women, particularly I have seen that in girls, even in school time also, they
Mm,
have very close circle where they can share their problem with each other in their girl circle. But
correct.
if a boy shares something within his friend circle, he will be mocked off by that group.
Mm-hmm.
He will
Okay.
he will be continuously chided like that. कि, oh, look at that person. He's always
Yeah.
crying or like that.
So his
So even
emotions were never respected, even in the
never
men's
respect.
boys circle.
Yeah, yeah, because all the boys who are raised in similar way, similar fashion, so
Mm,
they don't understand the value of brotherhood. They don't understand how beneficial is sharing your things with each other within their friend circle.
right.
Even if I'm 58 years old, if I share something with my friend circle and something related with my emotions or thing,
That
I am
close
sure,
connection
yeah,
is not felt.
not felt, because they will not understand it, because they are not raised in that way. They are not conscious about those things. What is the inner child? If you talk with any man, do you know anything about inner child?
Yeah.
Their answer will be no. Self love. What is self love? That will be their reaction. And if you talk about shadow work, so for them, shadow work is like that you are talking French or German to them.
Yeah, it feels very weird. A lot of I thought maybe looking at internet there is awareness, but when you go and speak on ground with people, then they're really not aware about what is healing, what is inner work,
Yeah,
like you said. So there's so much awareness and talk required around it.
yeah, that's true. And they are, although if you look at the shadow work, whether it's Carl Jung and other psychologists in Europe who have developed it, all were men. But
Hmm.
in Germany, eh, there is free services for emotional and mental health. But what about India? It is not there.
Yeah. And in
Even
ancient
there,
times, looking at emotions, correcting your feelings was actually the major way of healing. In the ancient
yeah,
times, which
that's
we are
true.
again doing, we are trying to revive
Yeah,
that slowly. With
yeah, that is the
uh,
best thing which is happening. But to just look at the percentage of such retreats also, even people such a workshop also, it is very less than what is required. We have got population of more than 135 crores people,
yeah,
and
a lot is to
and
be done.
just and just look at the how many percentage of that population is coming for that thing, and how many people are recognizing that they are needing such thing, they need such thing.
True. Okay,
Awareness is very very less.
I see.
Even through
Okay.
internet also, they will see cricket match and other things, but once such thing comes into, okay, who are they to lecture me? That is their mindset.
And many are not aware.
Not
Nobody is taking out time to put it in the Google search or in YouTube search that what is inner work or healing. Uh, Although women are coming forward, they are very well aware,
yeah,
they are taking
yeah,
responsibility,
true.
but men need to have more discussion on this one.
Not only just see that wom- most of the women who are involved in this field, they are not getting support at their home, because
Hmm.
the male gender in their home, they are not understanding all those things.
Yeah,
Even
it's
in
all
their
about
mind, because
energetics
yeah,
and.
Yeah, yeah.
vibration there. Yeah.
So, so because of
Okay.
that, there is frequency match mismatch also.
True. Fine. So
And
going forward for our third
yeah,
question, why awareness on Tantra is less among men than women?
yeah, because one of the thing is stigma.
What is that? Can you be a bit louder?
Yeah, one of the thing is stigma because what happened, people have forgotten the real meaning of tantra in India,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever it is available on internet, another thing, it is more into neo tantra and like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people in early ancient India it was very open, but in modern India we are becoming more and more conservative. That is the issue, and
And
because of that, not only that, they are not considering it as a healing technique. That is the issue.
correct.
If
Mm.
they understand that it is all about being mindfulness, all about be present
Yeah.
with your with yourself, with your partner, they
True.
are not um, any directed in that direction.
Yeah.
So again, it comes to lack of awareness. Once they know that, okay, this is the technique which is going to help them heal them, then they will come to this thing. The healing path is absent by many of the facilitators. You are the one of the first one who is talking about the healing.
Thank you.
Other people, other people, healing. What is healing? It
Yeah.
is some other thing.
Right.
So
And Tantra, in my personal experience, after I did Tantra practices, I really started meeting conscious, well-behaved men. That was a major difference in my life, and that is when I felt Tantra should be practiced, and that it should be made like a practice where people can meet better people. They can also improve emotionally. That's so important. And the way we know Tantra is something which was in ancient India, but
yeah,
we are taking so much time to accept it again. That
yeah.
is difficult.
So actually, there is one proverb. Is in English, birds of same feather flock together. So you are attracting your kind of people to yourself once you did that course thing. So you will always attract to similar nature people. You will not believe, I lived in Goa for 3 years, and
Uh-huh.
in 3 years I never met a person who are into party or like that. Most of the people I met there, they are into yoga and wellness, which is very very surprising for me in Goa, because later I realized, okay, I'm attracting such kind of people.
I
So
see.
even in 3 years in my stay in Goa, I never gone to any club or like that.
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
and it was not my choice. I never felt to go for all those things, and I was very much satisfied and happy with that life.
Hmm. I see.
So it happens whatever you are thinking in your mind, and if you are doing in conscious way, it will direct you in that way only.
Correct. So a lot of our power, and we get to choose who we want to be with, right?
Yeah,
Any kind of relationship.
it's true. Being
Okay.
present is, and being mindful and being present is very very important, because that is Shiva, that is consciousness.
True. Going forward for our fourth question. How has
Yeah,
your experience with Tantra benefited you in your personal life?
yeah. One thing I realized that I became more conscious. I became more mindful. Not only that, I stopped reacting,
Mhm.
because earlier, if someone told me something which I don't like, I used to react.
Mhm.
Now I think differently. I know I have sympathy, first of all, for those person if they are hurting me, because there must be some inner child hurt within themselves. So I think why they are talking like that. So I look at them with compassion. I whatever I don't react. I just do whatever is necessary, what is needful with my full conscious mind because they need help. Earlier, I had one principle. Okay, if I used to meet some people which from which I am getting some negative vibes, I used to walk away. Now I have stopped that also because I think if I have positive energy and some person has due to some reason because they are also made by God. So if I can help them in any way, I should be there. It is my choice to take their energy or not.
Correct. Yeah.
I can make a shield, but being present with that person, if out of 10%, if I even able to help 2% in positive way, I will feel that okay, my work is done.
Right.
So that
And
so that is the change in me. And another thing is being present, being conscious, not about that, conscious about everything, even how to talk with person, even if you even you just shaking hand with someone,
mhm.
your touch should be mindful and conscious. It should not be. And another thing which I learned because it is also very important for my work also, that is creation of safer space and holding the space where people can express themselves. That is the change which happened to me. Now people feel safe around me. They trust me.
Yeah, that's an excellent quality as a masculine that you have developed. And I think there needs to be, what is your take on just men's retreat for Tantra? Any views on
Actually,
that?
yeah, but here it is very much first thing whether it is required or not. It is very much required
Mhm.
because awareness, how people will be aware about what is the healing and other things are, and what are the different type of inner works. Because in those retreats, all those inner works are also there. Second thing, being mindful, being present there, that is also part of workshop. So because of that, it is very much required, and all depends on who are the person holding that retreat. That is the most important part. So
Yeah,
so on one
even
hand,
men
it,
creating safe space for other men to express
yeah,
everything, being raw. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Even suppose you are a woman, you are a girl, and you are spacing, yeah, you are creating a safer space for men retreat. Why not? People should come to that thing. It is all about the facilitator,
Mhm.
retreat organizer, how they are creating the space, how safe it is that people should express themselves. Second, knowledge part. What is the quality of knowledge you are giving to those people? Third is experience. Their experience should be like that they should not go back traumatized. They
Correct.
should go back feeling happy and relieved. And we are carrying so much luggage of past. So on in those retreats, people should get rid of those luggage of past, which are no longer serving any purpose. It is life is a journey. So it should not be that after retreat they should be feel more burdened rather than getting rid of those things. So
Yeah.
because of that, so it
So
is,
I have been to multiple retreats and I have faced that. Like instead of making it feel lighter, one or two experiences made me feel a bit heavy. And
yeah,
then I felt I have to move out from that circle. So that happened as well. So yeah, it depends a lot on how the facilitator takes it. But and one
even,
more point I wanted to ask is
yeah,
as a female facilitator,
mm,
even if I want to have men's retreat, I hesitate because I feel they would be more comfortable with a men's coach like you. So, what's your point? Take on that.
no. Uh, uh, First of all, the participants to that retreat have to understand what they are going for. It is
Mhm.
irrespective of gender, whether the facilitator is male or female. if you are holding a retreat and I have confidence on you, I will attend for sure. So
Mhm.
it is all about the capability of the space holder or facilitator, and it is trust. Recently, I was taking one breathwork session one to one, and that person told me that she went into one retreat, and after that retreat, she felt very disturbed because
Oh.
something happened and there was no one to hold the space for her, and
Mhm.
it was a trauma for 3 years, and still it is knocking there.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
So
at
a
least
lot of, I think that ethical approach is required in the healing industry also.
yeah, yeah, that is very much required
Mhm. Okay.
because you are also energy healer, so and a lot of emotional release and other things happen
Yeah.
with your clients. I will not, sorry for saying clients, participants, because
Either
as a
way.
energy healer, we should not consider anyone as a client or customer. They are our participants, and they have. So what happened? They are ready to get rid of those luggage or for that emotional release or whatever sharing is there, because sharing is also very important. So
Yes.
they always look for that ki the space is safe. They should be heard without any judgment. They should be heard without any shame or guilt, or it should not be discussed with anyone else. They must have that feeling because they have been never heard, not even by their parents in their childhood, not by their friends and peers in adulthood. So
Hmm.
there are millions of people who want to be heard.
Right. And I did have some
Oh,
inquiries from men related to healing work, but somehow they are not able to come forward and trust me on the fact that yes, I can heal through this. Yes, I can become better through these courses or practices. And they always, I've noticed this, that silent thing that holds them back, whether I should say it or no, whether I should express or no. Even men find it difficult to express their sexual fantasies, even with their own spouse. I mean, I have had cases, but then I said, okay, come with your spouse for a tantra ritual. Let's do it for both of you. But even then, people are not taking a step forward. That's There's so much of fear or something which is holding them back from trying something beautiful like intimacy with their own
actually,
partners, let alone the
actually,
singles.
actually, they don't have enough power in their solar plexus.
Hmm.
They are,
Same.
because the bridge is created by their family members, society, or even by themselves. They don't have courage to break those things, those barriers. Once they break that barrier, they will come forward.
I see.
I'm sure. Recently, I have one very good experience. What happened? Normally, when I go for seven chakras, seven chakra balancing breathwork session,
Mhm.
normally I thought, okay, during sacral and heart chakra in group session, more and more people will have their emotional release. But recently, what happened during solar plexus and throat chakra, it was more evident. People were more ready to express themselves.
You mean at that chakra point, solar plexus and throat chakra, it's more like suppressed. They don't speak and they
Yeah,
don't act with
yeah,
courage.
but no, in that session they expressed more
Acha.
because once they broke the barrier during solar plexus, they started even in throat chakra. They just need that power to express themselves. With one tantrum thing, they were flying.
And if men want to connect with you, how they can get in touch with you? Would you be sharing the social media and your contact links? Something?
Yeah, sure. My Instagram ID is breathe with Yogi.
Okay.
BreatheWithYogi. Breathe
Okay.
with Yogi. And
You can
my
also
number.
share the link with me. I'll put it in the description. We'll do that.
Sure,
Yeah. And your email ID or contact number if
sure, sure,
that can be done.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so our final um, line is your message for men of Bharat.
Be vulnerable, be acceptable, and accept what you are. What do you need? There is nothing wrong in being selfish. You have not a very long life. Be selfish, be vulnerable.
There's nothing wrong in being expressive.
Yeah, being expressive. Yeah, actually, you you need freedom from known, not from unknown. So just go for your inner journey, and we are just facilitator. We are here to help you. Just go for your inner journey, and then you will find that how life is beautiful and how much it is giving.
Absolutely. And what would be your message, your first line of courageous action that men can take when they want to improve intimacy with their partner and the sexual uh, activities with their spouse, their wife? What would you suggest men to uh, do to
Just
improve their relationships or marriage life or marriage bonds?
one thing which is very much required, that is be present.
Mhm.
You should be present not only physically but mentally and emotionally whenever you are with your partner.
Okay.
You can't do that. Okay, you are physically present but your mind is somewhere else, because you are sadhak. Sadhak means sadhana,
And
meditation. So just take deep breath and be present. Even a small touch, constant touch with your partner will give that trust to your partner.
mhm. And
So it is not very
from
hard. It is not very hard work.
yeah, and from your perspective, for the young men in India who are like recently married or just 3 years into marriage, so what would you suggest such men, husbands? What are those little things, just one or two things, tips that they can do for their wife so that their relationship gets juicy and more intimate?
First thing, give a space,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
because every person has their space. If you keep intruding in their space, they will feel unsafe. So creating safe space is one of the things. Second is holding the space. Holding the space means be conscious and mindful. Listen to your partner without any value judgment. Just listen. There is no need to react or act or speak. Sometimes it is better to be keep quiet. Just listen without any judgment. Even, and third thing is trust. Trust is very very much required. Unless you trust each other, whatever safe space you are creating, it is you are creating in your mind, not in your partner mind. So once your partner will trust you, then only then she will recognize that this space is safe for her and be present.
Got it. Thank you so much, Rajesh ji, for taking out time for this podcast. And here we close our session for today.